Hello students, welcome back. Today we'll continue with exercise 7.6. Okay, in our last lecture we have completed till question number 9 in exercise 7.6. Okay, we have studied the method of UV, right? The formula was like this. U as it is integration of V dV minus d by dx of U integration of V dV. Okay, this was the formula multiplication. This was integration by parts. Okay, so we will use this method and we will continue with exercise 7.6. Okay, so let's begin with the 10th sum. Okay, so question number 10 is sine inverse x whole square. Okay, it's sine inverse x whole square. Okay, so now what we can do here, first there is inverse and square. So we can assume this sine inverse x as theta, right? See, let's say sine inverse x is equal to theta. So what will be x? X will be equal to sine theta. Differentiating both the side, we get dx equal to integration of, sorry, derivation of sine theta is cos theta d theta. Okay, so now replacing in it this question, I get sine inverse x equal to theta means theta square, and instead of dx, I will write down cos theta d theta. So now it's product of theta square and cos theta. So theta square we will assume it as u and this will be assumed v. Remember like, okay, logarithmic, inverse, algebraic and then trigonometric. So algebraic and then trigonometric, okay. So we'll use the formula u as it is integration of v dv means cos theta d theta minus derivative of u integration of v, okay. So what is integration of cos theta? That is sin theta minus d theta square by d theta 2 theta, okay. Integration of cos theta sin theta d theta. So this will be equal to I is equal to theta square sin theta minus 2 integration of theta sin theta d theta. We will name it as 1 and we will take this as I dash. Okay, now we will solve this further and finally we will join with this answer. Okay, so let's see integ I dash is equal to integration of theta sine theta d theta. Okay, see theta sine theta d theta. So again uv uv theta as it is integration of sine theta d theta. Clear? Minus integration of derivative of theta integration of sine theta d theta d theta. Okay, so this will be equal to theta integration of sine theta minus cos theta minus d theta by d theta means integration of theta with respect to theta is 1, integration of sine theta again minus cos theta, so I will make it here plus. Okay, so this will be minus theta cos theta plus integration of cos theta is sine theta, okay, plus c. So the total integration will be equal to theta square sine theta minus 2 into this. So minus into minus plus 2 theta cos theta minus into plus minus 2 sine theta plus c. Okay. So I'm repeating what we had done. We had assumed sine inverse x as theta. Clear? So after assuming we get this, we had separate u, v and solve it. Again, this we had assumed as I dash. We have solved that and we had joined the both. Clear? So just go through this question. Okay, one thing is remaining. We still incomplete. We have to replace the value of theta, right? What was theta? Sine theta equal to sine inverse x. So sine theta is equal to x. So if I take this as theta, sine theta is equal to x by 1. This will be equal to under root of 1 minus x square, right? So from here, I can write down cos theta opposite by, sorry, adjacent by hypotenuse. So now see here, it will be theta square. What is theta? Sine inverse x whole square. Clear? What is sine theta? X plus 2. Again theta, sine inverse x. Cos theta, adjacent upon hypotenuse, root of 1 minus x square into 1. Minus 2. Sine theta, again x plus c. Clear? So this is the final answer. If you want to take common, you can take common x from here, like sine inverse x whole square minus 2, or else this is also the correct answer. Okay? So you have to put the value of theta in this way, and this is the final answer. So just go through this question. It's important question. This question can be asked in 3 marks. Okay, now let's move to the next question. Okay, our next question, question number 11. Integration of x cos inverse x upon root of 1 minus x square. Okay, so this is our next question. Now see, you know that the derivative of cos inverse x is minus 1 upon root of 1 minus x square. And we are having here root of 1 minus x square. So from that we can get a hint that we need to assume cos inverse x. So let cos inverse x equal to theta. That means x is equal to cos theta. Differentiate both the side. Dx will be equal to, sorry, we will differentiate from here only. X equal to cos theta, we will take it. But now, differentiating with respect to x. So cos inverse x minus 1 upon root of 1 minus x square dx. This is equal to d theta. Okay. So dx upon root of 1 minus x square equal to minus d theta. Clear? Okay. So now our integral will be equal to x. What is x? Cos theta. Cos inverse x. What is cos inverse x? Theta. 1 upon root of 1 minus x square dx, that is equal to d minus d theta. So this will be our integral. Okay. So uv, this will be equal to minus, I will take common, theta as it is, this will be u, this will be v. Integration of cos theta d theta minus, now derivative of u means d theta by d theta, integration of cos theta d theta whole d theta. Clear? So now what we can do, minus sign it will be common, theta as it is, integration of cos theta sin theta minus d theta by d theta 1, integration of cos theta d theta, that is again sin theta minus theta sin theta minus, what is integration of sin theta, minus cos theta, so it will be plus cos theta plus c. Now putting the value of theta, what is theta? Cos inverse x. Now as I have taken here cos theta is equal to x, cos theta adjacent upon hypotenuse. So this will be 1 minus x square. Now let's put the value. What is theta? Cos inverse x. What is sin theta? Opposite upon hypotenuse, so root of 1 minus x square by 1 plus cos theta x plus c. Okay, if you want you can multiply the minus sign here. Clear? So I'm repeating what we had done. We had assumed cos inverse x equal to theta, and differentiating with respect to x we got this as minus d theta. Putting the value or replacing it uv, and this is the answer. And finally we have replaced the value of theta and sin theta in that. Okay, so just go through this question. Okay, so moving to our next question. That is question number 12. It's integration of x sec square x. Okay, so here there is nothing to assume. Here we can simply see there is a product of x and sec square x. So we will assume one as u, other as v, using the rule of light. Okay, algebraic is for having first priority compared to the trigonometric. So this will be u, this will be v. So formula is u as it is, integration of v. Okay, minus integration of derivative of u means d by dx. What is your u? X. Integration of v sec square x dx whole dx. Okay, so now x What is integration of sec square x? 10x minus d by dx of x. This will be equal to 1. Now integration of sec square x is 10x dx. Clear? So this will be equal to x 10x minus. Now integration of 10x, we are having the formula. This is equal to log of sec x plus c. Okay, we have not used this formula many times. So I just reminded you the formula for integration of 10x. So this will be equal to log of sec x plus c. Okay, so this is your answer. Okay, you can also use it this way, plus sec x raised to minus 1. Here it is minus 1. It will go in this power. So this will be 1 upon sec square x. Now what is 1 upon, sorry, 1 upon sec x? Now what is 1 upon sec x? Cos x. So this will be equal to x tan x plus log of cos x plus c. So you can write either this answer or this answer. Okay. It was a simple sum. It can be asked in MCQ. Okay, so just go through this question. I'm repeating once again. I had taken this u and v. We had used the formula. Here you got 10x and we used this log of sec x. Now minus sign was there, so we have taken here the power and then it become reciprocal. 1 by sec x is equal to cos x. Okay, so this was question number 12. Let's go through this question. Okay, let's move to our next question. There is question number 13. Integration of tan inverse x dx. Okay, integration of tan inverse x dx. Now, here there is only one tan inverse x. And we don't have any formula for integration of tan inverse x. So there will be many sum in which it will be like this. Only one is given. And you are not having any formula. Now we can use it this in u and v. Okay, how we can use it? We will multiply it by, actually, we can consider this as multiplied by 1. Means I can write it down in this way. 1 into tan inverse x dx. Clear? So like u and v. Remember this, okay? What I actually it is tan inverse x, so I can write it down like this. So now I have two things. One I will take it as u, another I will take it as v. So u as it is, integration of 1 dx minus integration of derivative of u into integration of 1 dx whole dx. Sometimes students make mistake. After taking this, they are taking by mistake 1 as u. Then again the problem will be same. Here will be tan inverse x. If you are considering this as v. So remember about the like. Okay. So now tan inverse x as it is. What is integration of 1? X. So it's x tan inverse x minus integration of, now derivative of tan inverse x 1 upon 1 plus x square, and derivative of 1 is x dx. Okay, so now see here this becomes x upon 1 plus x square. Now what is derivative of 1 plus x square? Derivative of 1 is 0 and x square is 2x. I'm having 1x. So what I will do, x tan inverse x divide by 2 multiply by 2. See, this is fx, this is f dash x, right? So I can write this in this way, x tan inverse x minus 1 by 2, 1 plus x square d by dx of 1 plus x square dx. F dash x by fx, that will be equal to log of fx. So this is x tan inverse x minus 1 by 2 log of 1 plus x square plus c. Okay, you can also take this 1 by 2 here in square root, like minus log square root of 1 plus x square. Okay, at present let it be this. This is your answer. Remember one important thing that we had done in this term, as it was only one thing, we had written it as 1 into tan inverse x. So 1 we have taken as v and tan inverse x we have taken as u, and then the same formula. Okay, so just go through this question. Okay, so moving to the next question. Question number 14. And question number 14 is integration of x log x whole square dx. Let me confirm the question. Yes, it's x log x whole square dx. Okay, so again we have to assume one is u, one is v. So what we will do, we'll assume according to like, this will be u, this will be v. Okay, so u as it is, integration of v means x minus integration of derivative of u clear and integration of x dx whole dx. So this will be equal to log x whole square, integration of x is x square by 2 minus, now d by dx of log x whole square. Okay, so what is derivative of log two functions, 1 and 2? So square will be 2 log x into d by dx of log x. So this will be 2 log x by x. Derivative of log x is x. So I am writing it here, 2 log x by x into integration of x dx, x square by 2 dx. So 2 2 gets cancelled and 1 x gets cancelled. So this will be equal to x square by 2 log x whole square minus integration of x log x dx. Okay, I'm repeating this step. See, derivative of log x square I had done it separately. 2 log x into d by dx of log x. So d by dx of log x is 1 by x. So I had put it here, and integration of x is x square by 2. So 2 2 and x and 1x gets cancelled. So it will be x log x. So this I will be taking as I dash. Okay, so I will separately solve it and then add it. So now I dash is equal to integration of x log x dx. So again sorry, u and v. So log x as it is, integration of x. Now I'm writing directly. What is integration of x? X square by 2 minus integration of derivative of u, derivative of log x, 1 by x into integration of x, x square by 2 dx, 1x, again it gets cancelled, x square by 2 log x minus 1 by 2 x square dx. So this will be equal to x square by 2 log x minus 1 by 2 x raised to 2 plus 1, 3 by 3 plus c. So I will join this both. So our final answer will be equal to x square by log x, sorry, x square by 2 log x whole square minus x square by 2 log x minus minus plus 1 by 2 x cube by 3 plus c. Okay, now you can do one thing here. You can take x square by 2 common, log x whole square minus log x plus x cube by 6 plus C. Okay, you can also take 1 by 2 common from this, but this will be also do. This will also do. Okay, so this is the answer for question number 14. See, we had assumed log x as u. We have solved first part. We got this. We have taken this separately, solved it, and then we had joined it. Okay, so just go through this question. Sorry, we are having a mistake here. It's x, not x square. Right? So it will be x square by 2. So the answer will be x square by 2 into 2. It will be x square by 4. Okay? So this will be your answer. Go through it. Okay, let's move to the next question. Question number 15. Question number 15 is x square plus 1 log x. Okay, question 15 is x square plus 1 into log x. So now again light u v. Now this will be log x as it is, integration of x square plus 1 dx minus integration of d by dx of log x into integration of x square plus 1 dx whole dx. Okay, so this will be equal to log x derivate integration of x square, x raised to 3 by 3, integration of 1 x minus d by dx of log x 1 by x, and this is the same, so it will be x cube by 3 plus x dx. Okay, so now x cubed by 3 plus x log x minus, okay, I will multiply this here. So x, it will get cancelled. X square by 3 minus x gets cancelled. 1 dx. So this will be equal to x cubed by 3 plus x log x minus 1 by 3 as it is. Integration of x square. Again x cubed by 3. Okay. Minus minus plus integration of 1 is x plus c. So this will be x cubed by 3 plus x log x minus x cubed by 9 plus x plus c. Okay, so just go through this question. Here will be plus. So here we will get minus sign. Okay, so just make a change here. So this is question number 15. Okay, students. So that's it for today. Okay, still there are a few questions remaining in exercise 7.6. Now that is based on different formula. That is e raised to x into fx plus f dash x. Okay, so in our next video, we'll complete exercise 7.6. Okay, thank you.